Hello, welcome to the Gab and Jules show. No Gab Marcotti today. He's on well-deserved holiday. So look who's come down from Manchester. Nedum Onuoha.
It's great to be here,
Nice,
man.
thank you so much. I hope you had a great Christmas. Like me and some of my children, we spent 4 hours building a Playmobil dollhouse.
4 hours.
Almost, pretty much.
Is that how long it's supposed to take? Or?
I'm not sure, but it was long. Trust me.
Okay.
We finished quite late. But I hope you had a good one. I hope everybody who's listening or watching had a good festive period, whether you celebrate Christmas or not. And we've had a lot of football, Ned.
Yes, we have. We certainly have.
Loads of football in England, especially, as we know, obviously, with Boxing Day, etc. And in Serie A as well, who went back playing in the last few days. But I think we have to start with the Premier League leaders, right?
Yes, please. Yeah. Let's do
Did
it.
we ever think that going away at West Ham for Liverpool could be a little bit tricky? Or not? Because they showed that it wasn't that tricky.
I think for me at this moment in time, I don't see Liverpool going anywhere and having real significant issues. Like
Really?
I've got so much faith in them at this moment in time. And we try and sell the idea of it being a title race. I don't know. It feels like there's Liverpool, and then there are a few other teams behind. But I think it's credit to them, it's credit to Slot, credit to the players. They're doing what they need to do, and they're looking good while doing it. They're scoring so many goals, it feels like. And even though we'll talk about, say, certain chances that they give up, they've also got one of the best defensive records in the league as well.
They do.
They're very deserving to be in the position that they're in, and then going to a team like West Ham. In fact, forget that. I put a notification on to see what the team was going to be for Liverpool. And I think with Slot, sometimes it's a false 9, sometimes it's a 9, sometimes it's 2 6s, sometimes it's 1. But the fact is, he knows what he wants to see from his team based on whatever the game's going to be. And they've got everything. They feel like they're a big side, they're a fast side, they're technically very, very good.
Yeah.
And they've got
They
some
can
bite
keep the
as well.
ball, they can
Yeah.
play on
So
transition.
as you look at that now in the Premier League, which stadium would they struggle in?
No, that's a good point. But you always think, I guess, they go to West Ham, it's the 5:30 kickoff, it's Sunday after Christmas, and you think, okay, you don't know. Yeah, Chelsea have gone there and humiliated West Ham, and Arsenal as well. They were like 4-0 up after half an hour. And then you see that Paqueta chance early on, and 0-0 after 5 minutes, Robertson losing the ball, and you think, oh, maybe. And then it's just literally wave after wave. They could have scored 10 goals again, Liverpool.
Yeah, they could have. And that's credit to them again because of the way that they create their chances. And something that I need to mention, say towards the end of the game, so it's 4-0, whatever score it is, and every so often West Ham will turn the ball over, and here comes a quick attack for Liverpool. But for me, like I was speaking to one of my friends about this recently, like I don't just watch the ball, I look at the way that the game's flowing.
Yeah.
So you're seeing like Jota, Salah, Luis Diaz, people going full speed, and then they'll lose the ball, and before you know it, West Ham try and do a counter. Liverpool have got a back four in and 2 6s waiting for you.
Physically, they're the fittest team in the league.
Yeah, but it's
No
not.
doubt.
It's like those guys are going to make the recovery runs, but it's the fact that they don't overcommit. So whenever you think, oh, maybe this is our chance to turn, it's like almost like a game of basketball.
Yeah,
No.
I agree.
No. You've got someone like Virgil van Dijk who's standing back there saying, no, you stay,
Yeah.
and we're going to make sure that they don't have an easy chance against us. And things like that, that goes unnoticed, but is very, very important because it's very good at breaking the spirit of the opposition. I
They
think
just
they're
feel
very
so
good at
much in
that.
control, you know.
Yeah, it's
in
class.
every way, with the ball, without the ball.
Let me give you a bit of credit now. You know, you've played football, yeah. You've played football. So when
Where is
somebody,
this going?
no, I was going to say. So when I was watching them play yesterday, and again, we can have a bigger conversation about West Ham. But the game's comfortable. They've got the ball at the back. Van Dijk is one of the best players in the league and dictating the tempo of a
Yeah,
game.
definitely.
He could play short, play back to the goalkeeper, or he can hit a diagonal to Mo Salah.
Yeah.
Whatever the moment needs, yeah. And as he's standing with his foot on the ball, I'm looking at the 2 6s. One comes to the left, one comes to the right. Okay, one goes up, the other one comes back in. Someone goes high to the left, someone drops into the space. It's so well orchestrated that it leaves the opposition wondering, like, where should I go?
Yeah.
But for
agree.
Liverpool, like I was on FC yesterday, and the way that they play is a way in which everybody understands what they're supposed to do, and they have the trust to know that the person's going to make the right decision more times than not. So as a consequence, it's like stunning to watch from a pure footballing standpoint. Right now, the way they're doing it is as good as I've seen in recent times. It's genuinely astonishing.
Yeah, I agree. And I think Slot deserves a lot of credit, as you said earlier. I think the fact that he had the same squad, and I think Virgil said it maybe before this game or before the last game, the one before the Boxing Day game against Leicester, the fact that it's still the same team with the same leaders. We talked about that a lot together on other shows that we do, where the fact that if you have to incorporate some new signings, and Guardiola said it about, yes, City will invest in January, but Guardiola said that means new players, that you have to teach how we play. And then the players they replace will not be happy. So it brings a lot of different feelings within your dressing room. Slot didn't have to do anything with that.
No.
He came, that squad had been together for 3-4 years. They were very happy. They have their leaders. They know who they trust. They know who is the boss. They know all of that. And then he just tweaked a few things. And here we go. you can't take anything away from him. I don't know if another manager instead of him would have done as well. It's impossible to tell. But I think he's been very impressive, but also helped by the fact that this is a very, very good squad that he inherited.
Yeah, it really is. And to go back to some old takes exposed type things, a lot of people said in the summer that Slot needs lots of signings, and people were seeing that according to being jaded by what Liverpool have been through in the past couple of years. But in reality, this is the best squad that Slot's ever had.
Absolutely, man.
And as you see it now, he's playing a style of football which suits all those players. Those players, like with Man City being down and out of this title race altogether, which is the next most experienced team in terms of winning a title? It's Liverpool.
It's them, with that squad.
And now you look at the players who were in that side. Say, before he got injured, how good was Konate? How good has Van Dijk been? How good has like Alisson been in key moments? You're seeing Robertson, Alexander-Arnold doing the job that's required of them. You see Mo Salah having arguably one of his best seasons for Liverpool. Yeah. These are key players who've been there and done that. So when you look at the second half of the season, I feel like you can make a case for why maybe Chelsea will fall off. You can make the case about why Forest will fall off. But as you make an argument against Liverpool, how strong is it?
Yeah.
When you see that's what I mean. You see the faces that have been there. They've won a league title before. And for them, I don't see a world where they don't win the league title this year.
No, I agree. But we'll talk a bit more about Liverpool. We'll talk about Mo Salah, of course, and another incredible performance from him, plus the latest on his contract negotiation. There's a bit of West Ham and Lopetegui that we need to just look into it a little bit. All of that will be on the Gab and Jules podcast.